Hello everybody and welcome to another Geforce Now Thursday. So this is going to be slightly different this week. What an exciting week for Nvidia. RTX 3000, some details have come out. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the 6 games that have released and come to the Geforce Now service this week. And then I want to take a little bit of time to talk about RTX 3000. We're not going to do any kind of deep dive. I'll try to keep the video short, but I just want to highlight a couple of things going on there with RTX 3000. Why? Because it's not only going to affect how you game locally, it's going to affect how I do things here in the future if I'm able to get my hands on the 3080 or something here to test for you guys. And also, the Geforce Now rigs will eventually be getting RTX 3000. I've heard that they'll be getting a version of like a 3090 and probably 3080. They're gonna have these things in the servers. This might be what allows Geforce Now to stream higher than 1080p, but we'll get into that in just a minute. First, let's take a look at the games that have come this week to Nvidia's Geforce Now. Alright, so let's take a look at the 6 games we've got released this week. So from Steam, we've got Crusader Kings 3, Iron Harvest, Gunfire Reborn, Guild Wars Game of the Year. From Epic Game Store, WRC 9 World Rally Championship. And from Uplay, we've got the Settlers 7 History Edition. Now, these games are reviewed very well. This is actually a decent list of games, especially Crusader Kings 3 and Iron Harvest. So of these, Crusader Kings 3 and Iron Harvest are new releases on the Steam store this week, September 1st. So again, Geforce Now is getting those new releases. Also, World Rally Championship is a new release on the Epic Game Store this week, today, September 3rd. So another new release to Geforce Now. Into the Breach is free on the Epic Game Store right now and is already in the Geforce Now library. So you can go claim that and now play that for free on Geforce Now. So also, as I was saying this week, we've got some RTX 30 stuff going on. We're not going to get super deep into it, but I just want to highlight it here because it is going to affect things going into the future when they start to implement this, especially into Geforce Now. So those are the games we've got for the week. No other big news for Geforce Now right now. Let's go over and take a look at what we've got for the RTX 30 series cards that are coming. So what was announced is the 3090, 3080, 3070 really quickly. $499 for the 3070, $699 for the 3080, and $1499 for the 3090. Price to performance is going to be fantastic this time around on Nvidia. They know they've got to be competitive with AMD's Big Navi and other things that are getting ready to come out. And this was actually better pricing and performance than I expected to see on RTX 30. This is going to be a fantastic time to grab a card. Now, 3090s are going to be almost impossible to get. Very, very small numbers are going to be available on those. It's almost like a paper launch when they come out. RTX 3080 should be much more availability from what I'm hearing and seeing from other YouTubers. The availability of the 3080 will be very similar to however it was when you were trying to get a 2080 Ti at launch. Maybe a little bit more of them available. And then, of course, we've got the 3070 coming in October, and we're not quite sure what the availability is there. But I can tell you, if you want any of these cards, you better be watching for your pre-orders, watch for reviews, watch for AIBs, watch for all of that, and just be ready. Be ready to get it quickly or wait until next year because these things are going to sell very quickly, especially that pricing. I'm going to do my best to get a hold of a 3080 for the channel. If not, I'll wait and grab a 3070. Either way, you're talking about performance better than a 2080 Ti across the board. The 3070, 3080, 3090, all better than a 2080 Ti. To give you some perspective, the 3080 will be 20 to 30% more powerful than a 2080 Ti. That's 100% absolutely confirmed now. About 70% better than a 2080. So when you do the math on that, it comes out to about 20-30% more powerful than a 2080 Ti and at much less money. So I definitely want to get that 3080 if possible. Probably means I'm also going to have to upgrade my power supply, so that's something to keep in mind as well. Now, 3070 is going to use the slower RAM. It's going to use less power. Chances are the power supply you have right now, if it's a good one, will do the job. But I'm definitely going to have to upgrade if I get myself that 3080 for sure. So now, with that out of the way, why does RTX 30 affect things for Geforce Now? Because we know already, Nvidia has said that the RTX cards, the RTX 30 series, will come to Geforce Now. And the last I heard, it was talking about some 3090 stuff or some 3080 types that we don't really have access to here. Like I think the 2080 Ti's, they weren't like regular Ti's that went on their service before. Those 2080s were like a 12 gigabyte model or something like that and overclocked. So hopefully the RTX 30 series coming to Geforce Now will get us that 1440p and 4K, at least 60 on our stream and our gaming. You got those options on Stadia right now, 720, 1080, 1440, 4K, right on your PC, right on your TV, whatever the case may be. And I really, really, really want to see Geforce Now take that next step and get away from being strictly 1080p 60. Let's get 1440p going. Let's get 4K going. I'll take those at 60 for now. Eventually, we need to get them up to at least 120. But let's get those resolutions up on those. And I think the RTX 30 series might be what they're waiting for to be able to do that for us. And if they implement these cards and give us the option to stream at a higher resolution, possibly at a higher frame rate at some point, maybe let's add in that HDR for your TV experience, or if you have a monitor with HDR, that would be great. So if you grab an RTX 30 series, you might be able to get in on a deal. So they've announced that you'll be able to get 1 year of Geforce Now subscription with an RTX, with the purchase of a new RTX card. Now, if the price goes up to normal next year, it's probably going to be about $10 a month for Geforce Now. So say that's the case, that's about $120 in savings if you're already planning on having Geforce Now, or if you weren't, you'll have it for free for a year. On top of that, they're talking about giving away Watch Dogs Legion for buying a new RTX card, which is going to be fully ray traced, DLSS, HDR, all of those goodies in that game. That's $60 US here. So you're talking $180 to $200, give or take with tax and whatnot, savings for the game and for Geforce Now for getting the card. So that's another reason why I want to get a 3080, because I'm going to get such a deal. I'm not going to have to buy Watch Dogs. I'm not going to have to pay for the next year of Geforce. Plus, I got that 6 months free with the Hyperscape. So that would be a year and a half, 18 months of not having to pay for Geforce Now and getting the new card. Now, I've heard some argument in some other videos today that didn't really make a lot of sense to me. They said, if you're buying an RTX 30 series card, what's the point in putting Geforce Now with it? You've got a high-end machine. You're not going to game on Geforce Now. That's completely false. I game on my higher end. I'll call it higher end. My Ryzen 3600 RTX 2060 is my 1440p gaming machine. Personally, I do almost all 90% of my gaming, unless I'm playing my Nintendo Switch or something. Most of my gaming is done on this machine. I have all the cloud gaming for the channel, but even if I didn't, I would still use it to go play mobile, to go play on my laptops, to go play on tablet, to go play on my TV. I'm not moving my PC or hooking up to my TV or anything. I can fire up my Nvidia Shield or whatever I want to. I can jump into Geforce Now and be able to play my same games, at least the ones that are supported on there, right over on my big TV without having to do anything else. So there's a huge benefit to getting a year of Geforce Now, even if you're getting a high-end card. It just makes complete sense to me. Cloud gaming, very much like Microsoft is doing with xCloud, or it's going to be included in Game Pass now, coming out September 15th or 14th, something like that, I believe. They're not selling that as a full standalone cloud gaming service that's going to compete with Stadia or something. They're giving that as an extra with being an Xbox fan, with having Game Pass. Here's another way to play your game in more places, even if you're going to have the highest end Xbox Series X. That's great. But you're going to be able to also go play it in other places. And that's the idea here with these Nvidia cards. Great if you've got a 3080 and you're playing locally. Games are looking butter smooth on your high refresh rate monitor. That's awesome. But if you want to jump over to your TV or another device, or you're going on vacation or going to a friend's or something like that, having Geforce Now, priceless. Excellent. Fantastic value. So if you're able to get this deal, which I'm certainly going to try, I'll be refreshing that page like crazy waiting for those pre-orders. I think that this is a fantastic value. Whether you wind up getting the 3070 or the 3080, especially with these deals that they're offering in the beginning here, and I know it's a limited time deal, so we don't know what's going to happen, still a great value. So that's why I wanted to cover RTX 30 series. I thought there was a few good points to put in there. I don't want to deep dive into the performance and the CUDA cores and the numbers and all that here right now. There's still a lot to learn, but just on the surface of what we've got going on, this is very exciting. And like I said, if you want one of these cards, be refreshing, be ready to get a hold of them quickly, because even the partner cards, the founders cards, whatever the case may be, they're not going to be super easy to get. They're just not. So anyways, guys, thanks a lot for coming to check out this video. New games on Geforce Now, pretty decent ones there, especially Crusader Kings 3. Great deal on the RTX 30 series. Very excited to see these cards come. Can't wait till they hit Geforce Now and to see what kind of features that gives us in that service once they add these cards. So thanks a lot again for coming to check out the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Ring that notification bell and give this video a thumbs up. All those things go a long way to help the channel, and I really appreciate it. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.